What's up, Kyle Bryant? Just Jock. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're gonna give it a second here while we wait for some people to show up before we go ahead and get started for the day. That's about it. What's about it? I guess we can go ahead and get started here, guys. Just want to make sure everything is working. Alright, let's get going. I'm just thinking their time, aren't they? I guess so. They might miss out. They might miss out. So, that one is on them. What if you get the shiny when you're the only ones? I mean, then that's what happens. You know, that's kind of part of it. You know, it's unfortunate when like people can't see the shiny when it happens, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Like, honestly, a good example of that almost would be not so much, but like when we got Treecko. When we got Treecko, the streams leading up to it had like 80 people watching. And then as soon as, you know, unfortunately the way the timing happened, we had to find it on Twitch. And like, right around that point, you know, it went from those 80 people to like 12 or 13, which is unfortunate for all of them. And like, it stinks. It stinks. Not much you can do about it though. How am I doing today? I'm doing good. How about you? And you're doing good, just John? That's good to hear. You get anxiety when it's like, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. It'll be a few minutes. Days like this happen in like, yeah, 5-10 minutes into the stream, like everyone will show up. It happens. But no, I can understand the whole, like, it's awkward when things are awkward thing. And it just makes it almost even more awkward after that. I can understand that. What's up, MT? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You still can't believe you got 4 shinies yesterday. Yeah, I mean, that is insane, Kyle. That's insane. That's more than I've ever gotten, and I was like super gung-ho into shiny hunting like this time last year. That's when I got like 3 in a row, or 3 in a day. What's up, Modest Weekend? You got a surprise for me. What is that? You'll see when more people come to Holler. Alright, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. I gotcha. I gotcha. You know, it's a little, I think it's a little hopeful right now, but it would be awesome if we could get Moltres sooner than we got Zapdos. Like, that would be like in the next 20 encounters, but it could happen. I am quite hopeful. Because after that, we're starting to approach full odds real fast. Also, I keep forgetting this. I don't know, like, I haven't had to actually deal with turning this down in forever. So I just forget. Because, like, before, with, like, my mic set up, one second, also speaking of that. But, before, with the way my mic and stuff, and just all the audio in general worked, the streams were way, way loud. If I didn't go in and, like, tweak Windows' audio settings every time. And when I did that, I would mute Discord. But now that I've, like, fixed OBS so it doesn't, like, deafen everyone, I don't open up the sound mixer to actually deal with that stuff and end up, like, leaving Discord on and, like, half the time someone will send a message in the unmuted chat. What are full odds? For this hunt, full odds are 1 in 1,365. Because the base odds in Sun and Moon and Yusum, or really any Gen 6 or 7 game, are 1 in 4,096. And then the Shiny Charm cuts that down to about a third. But yeah, the number of mods Suicune posted is like true full odds for every single game. For like the fullest odds you can have in any Pokemon game. What is the term full odds? Full odds basically means you are the least likely to get a shiny you will be. So, like, I'm below, like, my odds are under full odds. Like, they're better than, you know, going on to full odds because I've cut the number down using the Shiny Charm and stuff. What's up, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream. For some reason, you keep getting Spanish ads. That's weird. You know, I actually have that happen to me occasionally, where there'll be, like, a week where the ads are completely wrong. And yeah, there'll be something like, they'll be Spanish, or they'll be for some just random place that I do not live whatsoever. And it's interesting when that happens. What is the worst possible chance of getting a shiny? I mean, like, the worst odds for a shiny are 1 in 8192. Like, that is the worst odds you can have in terms of a shiny. But there are some specific Pokemon in specific areas that, you know, it's unlikely to get them in the first place. So add on top of that the shininess, and it's a whole different thing. So things like, you know, Safari Zone Chansey, stuff like that. Getting those shiny is more difficult just because they're difficult to get in the first place. You speak French, that's awesome. What if it's shiny locked? I mean, if something's shiny locked, then you can't get it shiny whatsoever. Basically, the game doesn't use random numbers in the same way it does for actual shiny huntable Pokemon. Like, the game will specifically make sure it chooses numbers that cannot be shiny for you. It usually adds a program to show things that are around your area, your language, etc. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but occasionally it'll just be wrong. Like, there'll be a little bit of time where I get ads that's like, that doesn't apply to me at all. Not just, like, in terms of not my interest, but, like, physically, it does not apply to me. A, I can't understand it because it's not a language I speak. Or B, it's like, this is an ad for, like, go vote somewhere that I don't live. And I just sit there like, why is this playing for me? Google, you should know better than this at this point. What's up, Soul of the Phoenix, Luna Alpha? Welcome to the stream. I mean, if it's shiny locked, technically it has the same, like, it just has, it's 0 out of whatever. Like, the odds are 0. No, like, it's legitimately impossible to get it as a shiny. Like, you just got... Yeah, see, like, that's really weird. That's really weird. But I've had that happen where I'll have, like, an ad that I've seen before play in Spanish for me. And it's like, but I don't speak Spanish. I don't know. That's what happens when, like, you have so much information that you can just be a little bit off and be significantly off. You can only stay for a few minutes or actually being to move in. Alright, Emily, that's all good. That's all good. Hope moving in was okay for you. I mean, I don't either, and that happens. You want to do the press now, but you want to wait. Oh no! Oh no! Decisions. What's up, Vinny Certs? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Alright guys, we're like 4 away from having this take more encounters than Zapdos. You're gonna go see Black Panther in about an hour? Awesome! Well, I hope you enjoy it. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard really good things about it though. So I don't know. I'm interested to see it. Would be interested to know what you think of it too, man. Yeah, there you go. So like, it's stressful now, but it should be better in the long run. I gotcha. There's actually 2 infinities. Countable infinity, which is whole numbers, and there's uncountable infinity, which is literally every number, fraction, and theory. Yeah, some infinities are indeed bigger than others, and it's like that, yeah. Where technically there's like an infinite number of like fractions between 0 and 1, and there'd be double that many infinites between like 0 and 2. Math can get weird when you get into numbers like that. You're gonna do it now, alright. Alright. More like 7 PM Central, okay. What's up, King Shark Pokemon? Welcome to the stream. It looks good. See, like, I've heard it's really good, and it's a Marvel movie, so, like, you know, you can expect it to have at least fairly good production value. I mean, I understand that, Emily. You literally just heard what sounded like a gunshot. Oh no! Hope it wasn't anything bad. Did you know that there are just as many odd numbers as there are all numbers? I mean, I guess so. And what? Modest Suicune, thank you for that sponsorship, man. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Sponsor hype indeed. There you go. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for that. That means so much. New sponsor. It's awesome. It's awesome. Hopefully, there should be something that plays in a second. But there we go. There we go. Modest Suicune has become a sponsor. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Now you got that little Rowlet next to your name. You got those Poochyena emotes that you can use too. I mean, it is awesome. We do love you, man. Thank you for showing the support. I really do appreciate that. Look at that Rowlet. Look at that Rowlet indeed. Better get the shiny now. I mean, hopefully the game can see how much you love the streams and decides to reward everyone here with a shiny Moltres here in a second. We'll see. Hopefully we can get it today. Hopefully we can get it today. We're about to hit 1200. Hashtag Pokemon live action movie. Not following. No, but yeah, hopefully we can get this shiny today now. Making an extra hype stream, new sponsor, and new shiny Pokemon would be fantastic. What's up, Poochyena is your boy. Welcome to the stream. You're hunting Dialga now. Alright, well, good luck with that. Hopefully you can get Dialga pretty quickly. Can't sponsor them all when you pay money on them. I understand that. I can completely understand that. This emote looks glorious. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. We've got enough. We got so many shiny Poochyenas on the channel as is. May as well be able to put them in the chat too, right? What's up, Tommy's awesome channel? Is this stream starting or ending? We still have a good bit of the stream left. We just started 15 minutes ago. Yeah, so we're just getting going here. Wonder how that would work. I don't know how that one would work. That would be a very interesting concept. Let's get this Moltres today. That is the goal, Kajido. That is the goal. Well, what's up, Adion? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Now, I wonder how close actually we are now to the next emote. Because eventually, if we have enough sponsors, we can get a second one too, aside from just having the Poochyena. Odyssey stream was really good. Well, I'm glad you liked it. It would have been nice, and this definitely is my fault, if like more people could have been there, you know. But at the same time, like, it is my fault I started the stream way late. You know, like, with no notice, I just, like, started it when, yeah, pretty much anyone watching in Europe would have been, like, completely asleep. And it was just, like, at really weird times for the US to, like, either going to bed or, like, eating dinner. So it just wasn't the greatest time for it. But yeah, I'll have to plan one out and actually do it, like, with more notice given at some point. And Modesty, what? Happy Christmas with a super chat. Thank you, Modesty, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, happy Christmas to you too, I guess. That was awesome, man. I really do appreciate that. Everyone, show Modesty some love in the chat, though. I haven't played you some in ages. Actually, now that you think of it, you never did the PGL competition you signed up for this weekend. Oh no! Oh no! So how do you access Luigi's Balloon World? So you access it by, like, once the game updates, and you're having, like, an online connection on your Switch, you're able to just walk up to Luigi after you beat the game. He'll be standing around in each kingdom. And from there, yeah, you just start it. You can find balloons, hide them, and do whatnot. Hashtag donation hype, indeed! What's up, Anthony Davison? Welcome to the stream. The next emote should be a cable cut. Half saying rip. I mean, that one would make sense. Alright, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we can do with them. Nothing feels better than making your favorite YouTuber smile. Dude, I really do appreciate that, man. And it really means a lot that, like, you like the streams enough to do that. What's up, Tony? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You have to beat the main game. Yeah. What's up, the amazing Fire? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Anthony. That's awesome. You're in Ula Ula now, getting closer to Poipole. Tony, hopefully you can get back to that Poipole soon. And hopefully you can get the shiny one really quickly, man. Like, it's so unfortunate for you. I hope that you're able to get around that and, like, move through, get past it soon. You know, obviously, you're making some pretty good progress on the game, though, so I gotta give you that. Currently giving you the Alright, Emily. There you go. Would have been it by now, but you've been playing Fortnite a lot lately. That's understandable. Very understandable. I still personally need to beat Ultra Sun 2, because otherwise I won't be ready after Mewtwo. But I've got a lot going on. This has been a busy weekend for me. Yeah, like, just overall this weekend has been super crazy. Like, I had so much I did yesterday, I couldn't get it all done, and then today I've spent, like, the whole day studying. Which is why I can't do a Mario stream today. Just like I have this 2-hour break and then I gotta get right back to it. You deserve a first encounter shiny. I know, right? According to odds, you've deserved 3 first encounter shinies. I mean, hopefully you get it, man. Like, seriously though, Tony. Like, I really sincerely do hope that you get like Poipole in the first 10 encounters. Back in 5 minutes. Alright, Emily. Had that happen before? I mean, you have. It seems like you guys might all just be taking my luck and Tony's. Just using it for yourselves, leaving us with nothing. You're a Pony Canyon, but you want to beat Hapu so bad, so Dialga will obey you. Hopefully you should be able to get through Pony Canyon pretty quickly. You're listening to music while you watch? Alright. Sounds good. Hope you're enjoying the music. I imagine you wouldn't be listening to it if you weren't. I hope they don't either. Like I said yesterday, man, as much as I appreciate it, like, don't do something that gets you in trouble. Obviously, it's a little late to back out of it now, but... Yeah, man. I hope everything's good with you there then, too. You're gonna play Odyssey and chat at the same time? Alright. Way to go with the multitasking there. You can patch it up. Alright, man. Alright. Should have listened to Ian. I mean, I just hope everything goes okay with that. You always play Odyssey with motion controls. I've had to start getting used to them because I've been trying to learn how to speedrun it, and I spent a little bit of time every day. Like, every day that I've had a chance, I really haven't had a chance to play today. Like, I've spent a good bit of time trying to actually get used to using the motion controls. I beat the whole game without them. I didn't really like them. I'm not a big fan of the motion controls, but you need them for some moons, A, and B. Like, the speedrun requires it. Just because of how much you can do with the motion controls, the speedrun absolutely requires that you use them. So I've had to start actually learning how to properly use those. What's up, Anthony? Or you've been here, but he said hey again, so I thought I was immediately went into that. You might find my encounter theme. What encounter theme? You know how to speedrun Cascade and Cap, but that's about it. That's where I started. You know, like, Cap's pretty straightforward. There's not too much to it aside from just move quickly. Skip. It's like, yeah, it's basically skip cutscenes, move quickly, and then the one giant, you know, ramp that you walk around, you can skip a good bit of it. And depending on how good you are, you can skip a lot more of it. And then it's a quick boss battle. Then Cascade is the first one with like an actual strat, and it's actually a pretty neat one. And it's not too hard to learn. So like, yeah, Cascade and Cap I got down super quickly. Sand Kingdom took a bit, but I did figure that one out. Like, I did learn how to get that one consistently-ish. And I know the strats may not be able to run it well all the way up until Metro Kingdom. Like, Metro Kingdom's where I'm at now in terms of learning the route for the speedrun. When I find it, you'll tell you in the chat. Alright. What's up, Ryan Palmer? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Doing the thing with Cappy in the air is crazy. What, like, all the dive jumps? Practiced so many times. Which thing specifically? He's back, alright, welcome back, Emily. Enjoying those Poochyena emotes, I can tell, Modest Suicune. The dive is so hard to get used to. See, I figured out, like, the multiple jumps with Cappy in the air pretty quickly. Like, that I figured out probably around Lost Kingdom. I want to say I actually started nailing that. It was... But, yeah, no, it was definitely a while before I, like, got consistent with it. A lot of my problem is I kept just spamming all the buttons at the same time and hoping that they did what I wanted. The Rabbit of the Moon Kingdom is easy. Oh, and the Moon Kingdom? Yeah, I mean, the Moon Kingdom makes it super easy. Like, the gravity makes a lot of that kind of stuff easy, but at the same time it makes a lot of other stuff a little bit frustrating, actually. I don't know how to word that properly, but, you know, I feel like the moon gravity, it messes with things that, you know, makes, like, the rabbit easier, but other stuff a lot harder. Most of the game has become easy for you now. I mean, it's super easy to get through most of it, for sure. Especially once you get to a certain point. But, like, once you get to a certain skill level and, like, know enough of the moves, it's fairly straightforward. But, no, the speedrun tests that a lot. Like, there's very small margins for error. Pretty much we've had it since release. Yeah, no, I got it, like, the day after Christmas. And it took me most of the game to figure out the actually get good at using a lot of the Cappy stuff. And even now, motion controls still throw me off, and I jump the gun on using the motion controls and stuff, and just all around it ends up being awkward, and I like dive in the wrong direction entirely and stuff like that. So before I was like, gotta slow down, yeah, man. Like, don't be too irresponsible or anything. My encounter theme is Mods the Chocobo from Final Fantasy. Never heard it. I'll have to look it up then. When we got to Bowser's Kingdom, the difficulty spiked. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that kingdom just... Like, looking back on it, it's not... Like, going back to it now to get moves and stuff isn't difficult. It's just kind of obnoxious that they're everywhere. Like, they're spread out among so many different floating platforms. But, like, yeah, when you're first playing through it, it actually does have a good difficulty level to it. Well, you know, it should. It's like the final... It's pretty much the final thing before the final battle. Like, obviously there's one more area, but for the most part, that's pretty straightforward once you get there. It was easy for you. Well, there you go. The first time you went. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it was... I think I took the most deaths there. Like, I knew what I needed to do the whole time. It's just... I kept making silly little mistakes there because there's so much going on. As opposed to some of the other kingdoms. Like, that's really the first point you start dealing with multiple types of enemies at the same time. Like, consistently. Like, you might deal with one or two. You might deal with, like, 2 types of enemies. Or, like, you know, split that between actual, like, enemies and, like, environmental hazards and stuff. You might deal with, like, 2 of those at a time in other kingdoms, but, like, in Bowser's Kingdom, you actually start having a whole bunch of different stuff thrown at you at once. This evolved a lot of Pokemon. That's awesome. MSM Show TV, welcome to the stream, by the way. You'll be back later. You gotta help your parents out. Alright, see you in a bit, Kyle. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you can get that stuff taken care of quickly. When you do a long jump, then double cap dive in the Moon Kingdom, you just go, like, insanely far then. And the Japanese references and stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, that whole kingdom's kind of based off of that. One thing I finally figured out how to do yesterday was, the Cappy roll jump. You know, where you, like, throw Cappy, ground pound, and roll into Cappy. And then you can just, like, fly for pretty much ever. For, like, forever. It makes the, like, what used to be the impossible jump in the Metro Kingdom ridiculously easy. What's up, Starlina? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. Well, thank you for tuning in. How are you doing today? Does SOS still work for shiny hunting and use some? Yes, it does. The one thing is you have to have an adrenaline orb. Like, the hunt will not work without an adrenaline orb. Aside from that, it'll work just the same. Basically, in USUM, they made it where Pokemon can't call in too often for people who don't want them to. So they can only call in once without an adrenaline orb. Cappy roll jump. Learned that when you got to the Wooden Kingdom. Like the one where, the one I described, because I know you can roll. You've been able to roll in a Cappy, but like you can do that with a lot of extra momentum with a ground pound. What game are you guys talking about? We're talking about Super Mario Odyssey. The first time. Okay. Catch you later. Alright. See you later, Anthony. Oh, your birthday cake had a great ball. That's really cool. That's really cool, man. That makes sense. Yeah, because, like, I can see where it was probably getting obnoxious to people who wanted to complete a dex or a living dex. And, like, going and catching, like, a level 2 pick-a-peck with something that's, like, level 100. When you false swipe it, if you false swipe to make sure it doesn't call, it's just gonna keep calling and calling and calling and calling. So they fixed that part of it for people who didn't want to deal with a bunch of SOS stuff. You haven't been hunting, but you've been SOSing Chansey just to train your team, and it hasn't called a shiny yet. I gotcha. Yeah, I've been doing that too, but like, I don't know, I haven't called in that many. I haven't like actually chained it. I've just done like 10 to 12 Chanseys, see how much I level up, and move on from there. You have 270 moons, and you've run 890. Dang. I am in the middle there with like 700 something. I don't know. I got like a large amount of the ones to like be a completionist, and then I just decided I wanted to speedrun it instead, and haven't really gone back to get those moons since. Gotta go. I'm back. All right. See you later, Emily. Hope to see you again soon. You're 430. Nice. That's not bad. Like, I went pretty hard at it until I could get to the 500 you need to get, like, the final level. And after that, I kind of slowed down a bit because I was trying to beat the final level, and I personally really struggled a lot with that. And then once I beat that, I was kind of like, oh, I finished that, and I kind of felt done. Even though I want to collect all the moons, it's just, I don't know, I've kind of felt done once I got to that point. Like, not because, like, oh, I'm over this or whatever, just like, I kind of felt like I had completed the game at that point, and like a lot of the moons that were left were just really small things everywhere. Luigi's Balloon World with the coin rewards. I mean, that is insanely good for getting coins. I maxed out my coins with it insanely quickly. I don't think quite as fast as some of the like grinding coins areas would let you. You know, especially if you are like actually playing the game to challenge yourself and it takes you a few tries to get the moons. Because generally you can get about 200, like over 100 coins a minute just using some of those areas that give you a bunch of coins and just going back into them constantly. So from that perspective, what am I trying to even say? Yeah, like, I don't know, Luigi's Balloon World's a more entertaining way to go about it. You bought the Skeleton outfit, yeah. See, that's what I used one of the areas in the Snow Kingdom for. Where you take, like, the giant acorn, and you plant it and ride the vine up into the sky. Or, like, the beanstalk or whatever it is. There's that whole little cloud area with all the flowers and all the rings of coins. Like, that gives you a solid 200 coins every time you go through it. Which is super nice. And I just used that a bunch of times and then bought Skellabone, and then from there decided that the other outfits could be bought fairly easily just by collecting moons. And so I did that, but yeah, Luigi's Balloon World maxed out the number of coins I had ridiculously quickly. And I've almost bought all the outfits. I have one outfit left, I want to say. Like, I got the musician's outfit, and I got the sunshine outfit. So I just have, like, the knight's armor left. It's kind of shiny. Blissey, nice! Nice, Ryan. That's really cool. It's also in Bowser's Kingdom. I know there's the one in Bowser's Kingdom. I haven't been as good at that one. Like I've gone through it, and it just doesn't work as well for me. I'm pretty sure it is a bit quicker. But just for me personally, I don't know why, I never could get that one to work for me very well. At least not without 100% focus on the game. Even though it legitimately should be like flying forward and you should be fine. Love the rest of the sunshine with the sunshine outfit. Yeah, I mean, this game has been like a giant pile of references. Do I have the gold outfit? Yeah, I have everything except, like, the knight outfit that just got added. Louis Saul, Shiny Hunter, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I take that back. I don't have I don't have all of the outfits and things you can buy with the kingdom-specific coins. You're still going for Turtwig? Well, good luck, Luis. Hopefully you can get it pretty quickly. Alpha is a reference to when you get a certain amount of shines in Mario Sunshine. Okay, that makes sense. Digital Devil, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're taking a break, you will continue later. That makes sense. I understand that. Overloading you with nostalgia. I mean, they know how to do it. They definitely know how to do it. Almost went to the wrong place. Mario Sunshine and 64 were the games you actually put around 900 hours in. Yes, I feel like Odyssey would be the game I get the closest to that, especially with Balloon World being added, with, you know, potentially doing speedruns in it. It would be the Mario game that I put the most number of hours into back in the day. Way back in the day. But yeah, no, I feel like Odyssey could do that for me. Honestly, any of those kind of Mario games I think could do that. But just something about Odyssey has like kept me drawn in way more, even than Galaxy did. Are you heading out? All right, see you later, Just Thanks for tuning into the stream. You put around 1,000 hours in Pokemon Black back in the day as a kid. Nice, nice. See, I haven't even quite gotten there with Pokemon Sun. It'll probably happen at some point, especially if we go back and do a few more hunts in there, because there's plenty of Pokemon I still need to catch in that game that I want to catch in that game. So at some point, I'll probably head back to those and continue those hunts. You still remember your old GameCubes? I never had one. I never had a GameCube. We had an original Xbox instead. So like I know I've mentioned this before, but like I'm actually just borrowing a friend's GameCube to do my shiny hunting or to do my streaming for the 3rd gen games. We never got Jangmo-o, right? Yeah, no, we still have to get Jangmo-o. We have to get another Mudbray, another Vulpix. What else? What else? We need to get another Fomantis. Like, I essentially need to go back and do a whole bunch of hunts again. But I don't know if you guys want me to do those on stream, or if I should just do those off stream and, like, keep a list of them somewhere so people know I got them. Because, like, I could do that. I could do it where I hunt all but one of something off stream, and then hunt that last one on stream. You know, if that works for people. Because I want to get a living shiny dex. I know people were kind of confused and a little bit bored with the Crabrawler when I did a second Crabrawler hunt. So I'd want to know y'all's opinion on that one. You recently found your original copy of Mario Sunshine. That's awesome. You either lost your GameCube or it broke. Oh no. I feel like it's probably more of a lost thing. Those GameCubes are ridiculously hard to break. Broke your first one, but it's still in your closet. I guess there you go. They can in fact be broken. Guys, we're just over 100 encounters away from hitting odds on this hunt. Hopefully we can actually get the shiny before odds. Hopefully we don't go over odds. Still remember your first. I remember first dropping your Xbox 360. Oof. I remember losing one of my games to the fact that my Xbox just got shifted like 45 degrees. Playing the game, cable got caught on a leg, and the whole thing just like spun while the game was running and destroyed the disc. What's up, Squishy Lad Gaming? Oh, welcome to the stream. Trying to find some crispy chicken. Indeed, indeed. We got 100 encounters until we will consider this hunt unlucky. Hopefully it shows up before then, otherwise I will just have to call my luck on these legendary hunts terrible. You know, we've come close to odds or completely blown past odds 3 times now. So hopefully 4th time doesn't blow past either. Some of your first Pokemon team and Pokemon XD of Vaporeon, Ursaring, Lydian, Mightyena, Shrifty, and Swalot. Nice! So anyone hunted Abra in 3rd gen games, you're doing it now and you need some reference. I've never done it. Are you like talking about shiny hunting or are you just talking about catching an Abra in general? You were terrified you hated the noise. I mean, I would not like it either. The sound of like dropping an Xbox is just the sound of dropping an Xbox. It'd be like the same sound as dropping, you know, anything that's even like a handheld, but not even as much of a handheld. Like, I'd honestly be more okay dropping my Switch than I would like an Xbox, even if my Xbox is older. But like, I'd cringe just as much, if, well, definitely more if I drop my PC or something. Oh, shiny hunting. Okay, I haven't actually hunted an Abra yet. I tried once and couldn't get it to work, so I went to something else instead. Never dropped a Switch. See, I haven't either, but like, I have a feeling I would be more okay with that than like a home console, like something intended to permanently sit like at a TV. Like if I dropped a 3DS or something, anything except my cap card. My cap card's a different story. Like if I just dropped my like regular 3DS on the ground, it's happened before. I just kind of been like, oh no, and picked it up because it's smaller, it's lighter, it's a handheld. It's not like a PlayStation or Xbox or something. Dropped your Joy-Cons or thrown them in a rage. I haven't thrown my Joy-Cons yet, and I say yet as a hopeful never. Remember going to school one day with the DS and battling all your friends, and one had a hacking device and hacked Pokemon, so you broke it. Oh no. Max out your coins in the game corner, then buy all the Abras, then if another shiny, then stop visit. Oh yeah, that one works a lot better. That would work a lot better than trying to actually hunt it in the wild. Because I was thinking like actually hunting for Abras, and I'm like, that'd just be... That's like one of those hunts that's just terrifying because it could easily run away if you don't have a Master Ball. Hit a shiny Darkrai with Dark Void, Dreamer, and Wonder Guard. You've been doing that, just wanted to know if anyone's got it. I mean, there are definitely people who have probably gotten it that way. I haven't done that as a hunt yet. I might do that at some point. Yeah, that'd be a fairly straightforward hunt to do, so I might as well try it. Still have your copy of Mario Galaxy sitting on your bed. Hasn't been touched. I just wish my Wii worked well enough that I could try that again. Hasn't been touched in years. It's got another shiny Blissey. Nice. Nice. I mean, I guess like if you're going for like a shiny Chansey, then it's unfortunate, but I mean, a shiny's a shiny. Dupes. Like duplicate shiny's a little bit more meh, but it's still a shiny. Maybe like now that you mentioned that you haven't gotten any yet, it's gonna be like, oh, we need to give him some. I believe he is, Tommy. I believe Orion is chaining. Recently got your Switch, so you have no friends. Like you don't have any friends on the Switch? I don't have many either, actually. 2 shinies on the same screen. Oof. Yeah, literally just training. Yeah, exactly. Hope you find it. Well, thank you, King of Games. I appreciate that. Hopefully I can find it today. We got about an hour 40, not an hour 45. I was like, no. We got about an hour 15 left in the stream, so hopefully it shows up in that time. Caught the other shiny one a while ago. Yeah, that's what I figured. Best shiny hunt on the channel, the OG Treecko Emerald Hunt. I mean, that was a fun one. That was a really fun one. It took a while, and unfortunately they're all out of order on the channel now, unless you go to the like playlist that's made. But I mean, yeah, that was a really fun one. I'm glad that we were able to do that. It was a really cool one to get into the streaming with too, you know, like having our longest hunt be our first hunt. Everything after that, technically easier and going by more quickly. Glad you never had your channel removed. I mean, it's a good thing to be glad about. I'm just glad I was able to get mine back, and it didn't have any repercussions in terms of the channel itself. Because there definitely was there was a lot of loss of viewers. Like, if you go back and look at the numbers on the Treecko stream and stuff, as opposed to the numbers on more current streams, definitely a loss in that sense, like in the numbers sense. But you know, I'm glad that like when it came back, it didn't have any kind of guideline strikes on it or anything. It was just like they realized that there was a mistake and they corrected it as well as they really can at that point. It's kind of hard to actually fully fix that problem. What's up, Ascension Monkey? Welcome to the stream. Say spaghetti when you get an encounter and it will be shiny. Alright, I mean, we can try that. We've had many copyright claims and strikes. I've been careful about avoiding those, especially since we had our problem. You forgot about that. That was an interesting time. And I mean, I forgot to say spaghetti, didn't I, Monkey? Completely forgot to say spaghetti. So I don't know. We'll say spaghetti here. Hopefully that was enough. Oh man, unfortunately it didn't work. Maybe this Moltres doesn't actually like pasta. That might be why. Say shiny pooch and we'll get it. Maybe it just needs to be the emojis in chat. Gotta go, sorry couldn't stay longer. Alright, see you later, Squishy Lad. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Got a strike from Viacom once. What'd you get a strike from Viacom for? The Moltres is broke. I guess it is, you know, if it doesn't show up when we say spaghetti. It's just broken. Made a SpongeBob meme. Yeah. I mean, most of the time, like big companies like that don't. It's partially they just want to like make sure that no one's using their content. It's also sometimes they have to. Like, it's interesting how like they have to like make strikes against people. Otherwise, they like lose the ability to make those strikes later on when something's more serious. Most of your strikes and claims are from Nintendo. See, that's one of the reasons why, like, if I do Mario stuff, it's always on Twitch. I wouldn't want to risk that at any point. You know, having Nintendo, like, strike anything on my channel. Some of them they finally let go of. I mean, there's just a certain amount of time before they let go of them. Generally. Also made a meme about Viacom that it didn't strike you, but you got scared so you deleted it. Like, you wanted to make, like, you wanted to retaliate, but at the same time, you're like, no, I don't want even more, like, more penalties for this. I can understand that. I could get in that mindset of, like, no, screw this, I'm gonna do it, and then, like, second-guessing yourself later on. I can understand that. Like, stick it to the man, and then realize the man can stick it right back at you, and you're just like, never mind. One of your Use trailer reactions finally got remonetized and the claim was removed. That's interesting that, like, it got remonetized is more the thing. Generally, I feel like it'd be like a, okay, we've kind of, like, let that one go in terms of, like, you know, it's not a strike against you anymore or something. That's interesting, though, that, like, it actually got remonetized, so they realized they were wrong then. What's up, Ash? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Don't know how it got demonetized. You didn't curse or any bad things like that in it. Well, I mean, things can get, like, demonetized and stuff for other reasons, I want to say. For things related to copyright and stuff like that. I know whenever I get them, they go away fairly quickly. Like, it's just the automated system kind of freaking out, and I'm wondering if that's something related to the fact my channel was removed at some point. Or even though, like, they've admitted that it was a glitch, it's just, it's somewhere in the database, there's definitely some flag that's, like, reminding YouTube, like, that's, like, just in their database. It's like, at some point, my channel has been removed. Like, so I think at some point it's like, so my channel has, like, kind of the not in, like, in terms of everything outward facing, it's in good standings. But internally, there's probably some little thing floating around that's kind of like, watch out for this one. What's up, Wii U Gamer 12? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Here's some shiny luck. I appreciate it. Crickets chirping in the background. Oh no, I was reading chat and went to the wrong thing. Here's the problem, is I have to move forward, so I think I'm like one step farther in this process. That's really, like, I guess someone has a copyright on the crickets chirping. I don't know. You're taking a break from hunting Registeel and you're going for an Yveltal. Alright, good luck, Ash. Hopefully that hunt goes quickly for you. Are you guys hyped for Pokemon Switch? I am very hyped for it. It's gonna be a while before, you know, we see anything, like, legitimate about it, but I am excited to see what Game Freak does when we get to that point. I can understand that. I can understand that, Vanillix, for sure. But yeah, no, I'm super hyped to see what Game Freak does with Pokemon on the Switch. That'll be a really good time. I mean, it's like, I mean, we kind of had a conversation about this either yesterday or the day before about, like, why sponsorships aren't available in a lot of places, and it's money stuff, you know? YouTube's a big company, they want to be careful with that. So I can completely understand that, you know, they don't want to get caught on the wrong side of anything. What's up, Aki the Fox? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We'll probably see something about it on Pokemon Day. It'll be interesting. We'll just have to wait and see. Still no shiny, I see. Unfortunately, no. Still no shiny Moltres. However, hopefully we can get it soon, so we can, like, get on and try hunting a little bit of Mewtwo today as well. Yeah, hopefully it shows up here in a few minutes before we hit full, or not full odds, before we go over odds. What's up, Lolpod? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're pretty good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Basically using this stream to take a break from a lot of studying I have to do. Hoping to see this pink bird this stream. That's the goal. That is the goal. Hopefully, yeah. The pink Moltres decides to show itself soon. Favorite day of the year, Pokemon Day? What day is that? Because I am not actually sure on what day that is. We got a lot of shiny Treecko during a community day in Pokemon Go. That's cool. That's cool. I almost want to download Pokemon Go just to see if I can get a shiny. Like, re-download it just to see again. You're at 250 encounters for Cobalion. Good luck, Lolpod. Hopefully it shows up soon. Hopefully you don't have to go out to full odds or anything like that. Hopefully your luck is a little bit better than mine has been. Are you alright? Don't have Shiny Charm? Yeah, man, so then hopefully it definitely doesn't go out to a point where you're over odds. That'll be a really long way out. Hopefully you can get super lucky with that one. You're going to a Mega Ruby for Shiny Electric. Alright, then. Alright. So I feel like it'd be honestly kind of impressive to have the Shiny Charm in Gen 6. Because that requires like an actual national dex. Thankfully that wasn't the case with Sun and Moon and then with Usum either. Because that would have been fairly unfortunate and it probably wouldn't have made it where I ever got into shiny hunting. Like if that had been the barrier for entry, it would have been really hard for me to get that kind of stuff. So I'm really glad that they like made the Shiny Charm easier in Gen 7 for that reason. Oh, like the whole thing's from the 26th, so tomorrow to March 6th. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can see something about it soon then. Like really soon. Favorite week of the year then, there you go. Alright. Alright, yeah, we'll just see if anything cool comes of the week. Yeah, any big announcements? I wouldn't expect too much. Probably something related to like, you know, general other parts of the franchise. And like small teasers like, we know you're looking forward to this and we're working on it. You know, stuff like that. Like I wouldn't expect too much out of the mainline games. In terms of information. At least relative to new games. There's probably going to be some stuff about, like, Usum. Again, you know, some more information on, like, updates or, like, community challenges, stuff like that. I don't know if we should be expecting to see too much in terms of, like, new Switch games. Yeah, not expecting Pokemon Switch stuff. Yeah, I would expect them to mention that it exists still. Like, they're not going to leave you that far in the dark, but I wouldn't expect much beyond that. Like if they were to just completely ignore the fact that they've like confirmed Gen 8 would be happening on the Switch and stuff, I don't know if that would go, but I mean they're gonna tease it slightly. There's not gonna be any kind of trailer or anything. Alright guys, we're getting out there. We're really close. We're really close to going over odds, so hopefully it can show up soon and I don't seem like the least lucky shiny hunter ever. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much about as much detail as we're gonna get, is I'm just reconfirming what's already been confirmed. You went to the bathroom? It's all good, Ryan. It's all good. Welcome back. Just like E3. Yeah, no, like, there's not too much more information they could give us at this point, I wouldn't say. Like, they're definitely hard at work on it, but I imagine they're still mostly in the brainstorming phase, and anything they have is information they'd want to hold on to. Like, it'd be core information about the game, like what the region's name, or what the region's gonna be set based off of, stuff like that. That's what they would even be able to have set in stone to tell us, and they're not gonna tell us that. We'll be expecting that sometime 3 months before the game comes out. So I remember freaking out at the announcement. I mean, I knew, we kind of had to know that that's what was gonna happen. Like, everyone's like, Game Freak hates money, Usomm's not on the Switch. It's like, they physically can't put it on the Switch. Like, from a technological standpoint, that wouldn't work. So it was just a matter of, like, waiting until they actually could put it on the Switch. More than anything. Is Pokemon gonna be dead like it was in 2015? I mean, we're definitely probably at a point that we're definitely in a lull for Pokemon at the moment. I wouldn't expect too much hype around the games from people that aren't super hardcore fans until we're starting to talk about the games in terms of Game Freak releasing trailers. Because, like, Sun and Moon were the most successful games, if I'm not mistaken, followed by Usomm being the least successful games in Japan. Like, it's just, they hit really hard, they hit it out of the park the first time around, and then they polished it up and hit it out of the park again the second time around, and a lot of people were like, cool, you just did it a second time. Like, only a year later, too. Pokemon, 2015 was a dead year for Pokemon, you can still remember it. I mean, I wouldn't say dead, but I can understand where you're coming from. Like, there's not, it's not the point where people are getting hype about it. You know, that was the completely down year where, like, Ornass was already out, and there really wasn't much in terms of news for the new Pokemon games. That's all I'd really imagine from that. What's up, Ender Gamer? Welcome to the stream. You found a shiny Nuzleaf today. Congrats on that one. If you get a shiny Nuzleaf, should you love and care for it? The only right answer. Nah, but definitely catch it, obviously. And then if you want a Pelipper or not, that is up to you. Still going for Moltres. We are, Nico. We are still going for Moltres. I'm hoping that it'll show up here in like the next 30 to 40 encounters. Because otherwise we're going to pass odds, and that would be really, really unfortunate. I don't think any mom would answer yes to that question. Until you don't have to call me mom in front of people. Oh no, that's even worse than a yes. Oh no. I've heard that before, and I don't know why it's so funny. What's up, Carlos? I here. Welcome to the stream. Good luck in the shiny. Now you need luck to get back inside your house. You got locked out. Oh no! Hopefully you can get back in, Carlos. And good luck to you. I feel like getting back inside is a bit more important than getting the shiny. So yeah, good luck to you in getting back inside. Corsola grew to level 100. Nice, nice. That is the effect of chaining off all those Chanseys. Like, that's how I completed as much of the decks as I could in Ultra Moon as quickly as I did, was thanks to that. Like, it's why I accepted that Type Null was gonna be, that I wasn't gonna get a shiny Type Null from Ultra Moon. If I do, it'll be through Ultra Sun, and through Regular Moon, because that's another game that I need to play essentially to get that Pokemon, and almost that Pokemon specifically. And yeah, that was... Yeah, so I accepted Type Null and managed to avoid running into UB Assembly just so I could go and chain off the Chanseys. Guess who's back? Welcome back, the Trollter. How are you doing today, man? How do you avoid Sakataka? His encounter rate is like 100%. I didn't walk in the grass. Like, that was 100% how I did it, is I just walked through that little part of Pony without walking in the grass. And I got lucky enough that when I did step on the when I did step through the tall grass, I didn't actually get encounters. So I just stayed on the path as much as I could. Out of the 3-bird shinies, Moltres is probably your favorite. Honestly, it probably is my favorite shiny of the bunch, even though Zapdos is my favorite of them. Just because it's the one that actually freaking changes a lot. Articuno, I have found that, you know, after catching it in-game, it does change a good bit, admittedly. It still is not quite the same as, like, Moltres actually changes a good bit of its coloring. On your way to the theater? Alright, well, hopefully you can enjoy that, the movie Vanillix. Hopefully that goes really well. It's enjoyable. I want to know what you think of it, man. Yeah, have fun, for sure. What's your opinion? Next streamer on Discord. Alright. Alright, man. On both of them? Just repeat it again? I mean, that would be fine. You'll highly avoid spoilers. That is very much appreciated. Because, yeah, I haven't seen it either. I just want to, like, know what people kind of think of it. Because from what I've heard so far, it's really good. Yeah, Vanillix is going to see Black Panther. Still no Shiny Charm? We do have the Shiny Charm filter. We do indeed have the Shiny Charm. So this hunt should be easier. We are now, I think, like 15 or 16 essentially encounters away from hitting, for hitting odds. any more than that, and we'll be over odds. So I'm really hoping it does show up in the next few. But, you know, I feel like whenever I say that, it just pushes it out even farther from us getting it. Captain America Civil War shirt. It's basically the only Marvel shirt you have, except your many Spider-Man shirts. Well, there you go. I don't think I have any. I don't have any Marvel shirts. So you can tell Spider-Man's your favorite superhero. I mean, I would not be surprised, especially if you say you have a bunch of Spider-Man shirts. Spider-Man's like the first superhero I remember going and seeing the movie for. I think it's the first one I did go and see the movie for. Marvel isn't your type of thing really, but you do like the Black Panther memes, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I'm not like a massive Marvel fanboy, but I really do enjoy the movies. Like, when I go and see pretty much any Marvel movie, I enjoy it, but I'm not someone who's like super invested in the universe outside of that. But yeah, so like, I'll definitely go see it if like people recommend it and I get a chance. Spider-Man movies are so good. I really like the new one. Oh, in the comics, yeah. See, I never really got into superhero comics. Oh, sorry about it, guys. Spider-Verse is your favorite. It's basically Spider-Man from different universes all coming together. That'd be interesting. He's getting quite sleepy. I mean, I'll say what I said yesterday, where I'm not actually really tired. But I also said that yesterday, and then I went and made food and almost put stuff back in like the microwave instead of the fridge. So I don't know. I might actually be tired. Who knows? The thing is, I've been getting a good bit of sleep the past few nights. So I don't know what's up. But I don't know, if it makes me fall asleep early tonight, I'm not gonna resist it. I do need my rest tonight for sure. I've got a test early in the morning, so I definitely need to be awake for that. You're back. Welcome back, Lolpod. How are you doing? You yawned all the time, and sometimes you're not even tired at all. See, like, the thing is, I don't yawn too much off stream. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like honestly, I don't want to say it like this, and it's not like in a negative way, but these hunts are a little bit like mind-numbing and like just repetitive. Like this kind of hunt specifically, which is part of the reason why after Mewtwo I'm gonna take a break from him. Just because like I'm just hitting the same buttons over and over again, and if the chat kind of lulls, which is fine, you know, it's perfectly fine. I understand, and I've mentioned before, quiet chats are fine with me. I think it just gets to that point where I kind of zone out a little bit, and that makes me a little bit tired, and it just makes my brain want to yawn. What's up, Cav? What's up, Imperial Cav? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're close to odds? We are close to odds. We're very close. We're like 2 encounters away from being over odds. So hopefully we don't pass the shiny too soon. I mean, Soccer thing is super repetitive and boring. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is it's the exact same motions over and over again. Which, like I said, I'm okay with. I know what I got myself into with hunting for these. But yeah, that's just it. Night is for sleep. I mean, it is for sleep. I'm not a big napper during the day, so even if I'm tired, I'll stay up until like I should go to bed. So everything is boring. Yes, it's a little bit repetitive. I want to get into some more SOS stuff after Mewtwo, but guys, final encounter directly on odds. We'll see. Will we go over odds? And it looks like, unfortunately, guys, we're gonna continue over odds. Oh no, no. Like SOS, for example, is really fun. SOS is why I got into shiny hunting. That, if you look at Pokeradar or DexNav, both of those like have you actively thinking, and it's changing itself up the whole time. So like you can get pretty into those. And like I'm perfectly okay with doing those hunts all day long. Yeah, but it's just the soft resetting hunts we've done now. This is the 4th one in a row. So it probably is time for us to get back to something else. I do want to get Mewtwo done though. I want to knock all of Generation 1 out in one sweep. So that is the goal here. This is going to be Poipole all over again. I mean, theoretically it could still show up really soon and be more lucky than Articuno was. But it is officially an over odds hunt. What's up, Game Master? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Are you really good and happy? Thanks for asking. Yeah, that's good to hear, man. That is good. Glad to see you're in a good mood. It's always awesome when people are tuning in, they're in good moods. I can understand, you know, you're not in a great mood. Hopefully the stream can cheer you up too. It's always awesome, like, when people are cheerful and coming in. Also, like Pokeradar, DexNav, etc. Yeah, even Masuda Method, that's probably the next most repetitive one next to soft resetting. But even that one can be entertaining, especially with the music that they have in especially the music they use in Sun and Moon. The good old days of Pokeradar. I mean, Mel still hunts with that. What's up, question mark? How are you doing? We are just hoping that Moltres decides to show up soon, because this is officially like this is officially another over odds hunt, which out of the past 4 is the 3rd. Zapdos is the only one to have shown up under odds, and that was like barely under odds. So I'm really hoping it shows up soon, or I'm hoping that Mewtwo ends up being like a 1 encounter shiny type of deal. Generation 4, the gen where shiny methods were introduced. Yeah, I mean, that is where they were introduced. Before that, it was legitimately just always 1 in 8,192. Sorry I missed the last 2 streams. It's all good, Natsu. It's all good. I understand people got things going on. If probably never try to get a Poochyena through DexNav encounter, it will taint the legend. You just don't want to go about it that way. I can understand that. There are hunts that I'll only really want to do a certain way. Question mark reminds you of Silver from Johto. It's like, you don't know what their name actually is. Then stream more than 2 hours. Unfortunately, I really, like, today is one of the days I, like, absolutely can't. Like, as much as, and that's not like, oh, I don't want to stream, so absolutely I'm not going to. Today is the day that I would love to stream more than 2 hours. I would love to procrastinate on studying for a test tomorrow morning, but unfortunately, the 2 hours I have today are, like, the only 2-hour break that I'm really giving myself. Aside from that, I have to buckle down and study. But yeah, I would love to get this soon. And, you know, I would love to stream more than 2 hours, for sure, today. You first know this question mark, and the gold silver, gold soul silver as passerby boy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like, the general RPG, you're talking to them but don't know their name yet thing. Yeah, yeah, I'm really sorry. I wish I could stream more than 2 hours for it, but normally, like, my schedule is just kind of, normally, like, I work this into my schedule, and unfortunately, like, the way that I do that, it ends up making it where, like, sometimes I just absolutely cannot. I really wish I could, though, especially today, like I said. Taking a break from UC, it's taking forever, and you found a random Poochyena. Awesome! Hey, college gets in the way. I mean, that is that is the main reason that I'm here. Is for school, so I can't get upset when it gets in the way. But yeah, sometimes it like is more of a time constraint than other times. I'm just gonna play Fortnite. I gotcha. Do I have a job? Not currently. I'm a full-time student. And then I just kind of do this on the side as like a hobby. Over the summer though, I do tend to get like a summer job or internship or something. But for the time being, don't really have any kind of actual job. More people finding random Poochyenas. You're over 190,000 encounters for Poochyena. I mean, technically you have found a few, you just haven't been able to catch them. It's just as good as not having found it, really. Would you mind giving... I might give you advice about Shinies. What kind of advice? The good old days of Rip Ryan. I mean, I still have that Poochyena. I just wish that I'd be back. Seen a bit, Ryan. But yeah, like, what am I trying to say? But yeah, I still have those Poochyenas. I wish I could show them. I wish I could show them again, but it's hard to when the capture card's dying like it is. Soft reset as fast as I can. I'm doing that. I can definitely soft reset faster with this one than I did with Zapdos. Just because I know right there that it's not shiny, as opposed to Zapdos, where I did have to wait. I did wait until like I knew for sure that it wasn't sparkling. Do I use rubber bands when I soft reset? I do not. No, like I don't have any rubber bands on here. I use my fingers to hit the buttons, just because I know otherwise I would goof it up. And like I'd rather have to hit 3 buttons at once, because they're not hard to hit by any means. My fingers are generally around them, but like it gives me that extra fraction of a second of recognition of basically of time to be like, is that a shiny or not, that I wouldn't have if I was just spamming select. It's not a good method. I mean, it's fine as long as you consciously make the effort to take the time. But I feel like especially when it came to things like when I started doing this, or when I started considering putting the rubber bands on, which would have been Charmander, because even Treecko I didn't really consider adding them. I actually really couldn't with Treecko, the way the buttons were laid out. But like I knew that I would get too into the groove of it if I only had to hit one button. It works, in your opinion. Hey, there you go. There you go. See, like, yeah, no, by no means do I think rubber bands are, like, bad. It's just, I'm the bad one, and think that rubber bands would encourage the bad behavior that leads to soft resetting over a shiny for me personally. That's where most shiny fails come from. I can feel that. I can understand that. The moment you have a job so no one does the dishes, and now you eat rice with a knife, that sounds dangerous. That sounds really dangerous. I know the feeling of like being so overwhelmed that you realize like, oh yeah, I'm out of dishes. I remember the Treecko hunt. It was a long time ago at this point, but that was a fun time. That was a really, really fun time. The one thing about those hunts that I do remember though, or the one thing that was unfortunate, is like right at the end when they started getting super hyped up, we had the few days where I had to stream on Twitch because of like just issues. And that was unfortunate because that's when we ended up actually getting the Treecko off of YouTube. Like we got it on Twitch instead. But at the end of the day, Treecko hunt was where I started meeting most of the people that tuned into the streams and stuff, which was really fun. And Cam the Man, what is up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Storm eating down at that point in time. The one time it's happened. The one and only time that it ever happened on stream. You understand why not use rubber bands, because 3 times you soft reset over the title screen. Oh yeah. Yes, I mean, that right there is at least, like, not a shiny soft resetting. I've done that before, though. I've done that before with Poipole, I think, where I reset before even seeing Poipole, because it was, like, one button. I'd pressed A one too few times or something. That was funny. I mean, I remember people were like, oh, you promised you would, and I was like, I guess I did, but I, like, legitimately had forgotten. This was, like, freaking out, because we finally got the shiny Treecko, and was so hype about that. You just bought rubber bands to help soft reset. I mean, if they work for you, then more power to you. I just personally know that if I had rubber bands, I'd be one of the people that soft resets over shinies way too easily. Because if I can keep my fingers off of the triggers before I soft reset, then I legitimately have to move all 3 fingers to hit the buttons. And if I can catch it before one of them presses down, it's enough to save it. The good old manual soft reset. Yeah, see, for me, it's like the fact that I can just goof up a soft reset in general by like not hitting the triggers all the way or something is enough for me to be like, that's probably a good thing. At the end of the day, I'm not soft resetting over it. There's more of a chance for me not to soft reset over it. But all 3 of those times would have been shiny, but nope. Now you're at 2,700 encounters for Uxie. And be like, yeah, hopefully you can get that soon, you know, you don't end up having to go too far. But it is possible. It is legitimately possible that if you hadn't messed up the soft resets, you would have it by now. That's just how shiny hunting works, though. You're going to enjoy an egg. Alright, X-Rider. How are you doing? Hopefully, sorry, my nose is itchy. Hopefully that is an enjoyable egg. You always wait until the Snivy lands on the ground at the start of battle with a soft reset. You lose a bit of time, but at least you can be safe. Yeah. I mean, that's what I did with Zapdos. Was I waited until I threw until I started to throw out Treecko. Before that, I would not soft reset. But with Moltres, like I know that it's not shiny, so I can soft reset fine. Like I don't mind soft resetting as long as I'm able to recognize it. But with something like Zapdos, where it takes a little bit more time to really notice it, I'll make sure that I take my time. Uxie is such a good shiny, that's why you don't give up on it, but you need a break. Hey, I understand that. I can definitely respect that, you know, like, if one of these Pokemon ends up going on for way too long, and then I'll take a break on it. I'm perfectly okay with taking a break, you know, especially when it's needed. Your 5,000 encounters with shiny Electrike. Well, Lolpod, good luck. Hopefully it doesn't take you much longer for that one. What game are you hunting again? I think you said Omega Ruby. Gotta go. I'm going to hang out with your dad. Alright, see you later, Vanillix. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope you enjoy the movie, man. Yeah, and see you later. Hope to see you again soon. Alright, yeah, well, good luck, Lolpod. I mean, you're a little bit over odds at this point, so I hope you're able to find it soon and it doesn't take you too much longer. Still don't have it. I don't have it yet, Michaela. I don't have it yet, and welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, no, unfortunately, Moltres is being fairly stubborn, so we haven't been able to get it yet, but I'm hoping we can get it soon. Gotta go, have to go sleep for school. Hope to catch one of your live streams soon. Yeah, see you later, the amazing Fire. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I hope to see you again soon. hopefully next time you're here we can have ourselves a Mewtwo to hunt and already have caught a Moltres. That is my goal for the day. But if we don't get it here in the next like 25 minutes, unfortunately we'll have to wait until tomorrow. If Moltres could play nice, it would be very much appreciated. It's gone over odds at this point too, which is the unfortunate part of it. Guess your favorite Pokemon and Gen. I'm gonna say Gen 4, but I don't know what Pokemon I'd guess. And I'm probably wrong with the Gen 2. What's up, Caden? Welcome to the stream. You're new, you're hunting Ho-Oh, and wish you luck. Well, good luck on Ho-Oh. I hope it goes well for you. We're both over odds, let's race. Hey, I mean, we'll see if one of us can get it today, Lolpod. We will see. Gen 2 is definitely your favorite. Alright. For me, Gen 3 is like my favorite gen. Just because that's the one that I originally started growing up with. Gen 3 and Sceptile. Okay, so I was off then. But there you go. There you go. Yep, Sceptile's whole line there is probably my favorite in terms of the starters, followed very closely by Mudkip. By Mudkip through Swampert. Gen 3 is cool because it was the first Pokemon game you seriously got into. It's like the first Pokemon games I got into, but yeah, like that's where it holds the value for me. I think honestly, that's probably where most people around my age are, is either Gen 3, it's Gen 2, 3, or 4. Like you know, most of my friends got into it with Gen 3. Some got into it with Gen 2 if they had like older siblings, and then some got into it with Gen 4. It was like right around the end. It was right around the end of Gen 3 when most of my friends and I started getting into it. But like some of them, you know, older siblings already had a Game Boy Color or something, so they had Gen 2 to play. You didn't exist in Gen 3. I mean, that could make it kind of hard for you to have been around and enjoyed it when it was like in its heyday. I think you heard you say 3 and then go 4. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. For some reason, I think I was actually thinking more between 4 and 5. Don't know why though. Don't know why. It was a complete guess. No actual evidence to go off of there with that one. Gen 3 is old. I mean, yeah, at this point it's fairly old. I do still remember like the day that I got Emerald and the days I got like Sapphire and stuff. Like, I was super excited for that. I remember that. Back when Nintendo decided that cardboard boxes were still the best way to ship games. So you can't really find many of those like with a box. You got into it around 4th gen and you were like 3, you got Pokemon Ranger and some Gen 5 cards. After 2 or 3 years later, you got your first real game in 6th with Pokemon Y. Alright, I can understand that. You're always afraid to shiny soft reset in Gen 3 because of shiny frames. Is that rational? Is your battery good? Well, what game are you doing it in is the first part of that. Because if it's Emerald, then I can understand that. The way you have to do it in that game is you have to start with like a fresh save, otherwise it's going to be really hard. For later hunts, like you have to basically just accept that you're going to be shiny hunting the starters, and you're going to have to be like completely resetting your save a bunch of times. But if you have Ruby and Sapphire and the battery isn't dry, then you're a-okay to just shiny hunt normally. Your first Pokemon game was Pokemon X. What was your first Pokemon game? My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Fire Red. I remember the day that, like, I'd seen my friends play, I don't know if it was either Gen 1 or Gen 2, and I was like, you know, I really wanted to play it. So I saved up some money and bought Fire Red for my Game Boy Advance, and loved it so much. You found a shiny Nuzleaf this morning. That's awesome, Ender Game. Congratulations on that one. Sapphire is a dry clock, so does Vixseed. Yeah, I mean, are you planning on doing it with the save that exists now, or would you be resetting your save to do it? Because if you're resetting the save to do it, just treat it like Emerald, so treat it like how I treated the Treecko hunt. Which would mean, basically for that you just have to reset your save every once in a while until you get a good shiny frame. And once you have the good shiny frame, basically you found a shiny, you can manipulate the game to use that frame for other hunts. Things like how we got 15 shiny Poochyenas, stuff like that. You never beat it because you failed a shiny Metapod random encounter and you quit it that day. Aw, man. I mean, I can understand the frustration of that Lillipod. I can understand the frustration there. What's up, Alien Hunter? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Oh, and also Cam, in terms of that dry clock on Sapphire, it's really cheap to fix that. Like, really cheap. I actually fixed the clock battery on my copy of Emerald before I started streaming it. So that's actually how I've been doing that, or like that's how I did that. So you could make the game, without messing up your save even, you could make the game work again just fine and soft reset like normal. You had a save that you found a shiny Sligma in, but you're stupid and started a new save. Oh, oof. Oof. When we get a shiny Moltres and get that reaction, I don't know, we'll have to see Ender Game. We will have to see. Hopefully it can be today. We got about another just under 20 minutes left in the stream. So hopefully Moltres cooperates and shines soon for us. You need to find a shiny to see if it's possible. Yeah, like you basically have to find a shiny early enough to see if your frame works, or if you have a frame early enough. But like I said, you also can replace that battery, which isn't too hard if you have the right screwdriver. How long will the clock work for? Years. Like, you'd be putting in a fresh battery, so it'd last as long as it lasted up till this point. So you're talking the expected lifespan of the game. Like, Game Freak didn't put in a battery they thought would die within the time that people would be hyped about the game. So you've got years on that one for sure. Do the Pocket Dialga event, you have an extra good? I don't have it, but I also don't really need it. Just because I have both games, so I can hunt for both of them there, so I don't need it. Thank you for the offer, though. I do appreciate it. You found a shiny alien. That is awesome, Alien Hunter. Fitting for your name. Definitely look into it then. Yeah, like it was, I think, like a $5 fix since one of my friends had the screwdriver that I needed. So it was literally just buying the battery. Hope you find a shiny today. Yeah, I hope you do. What's up, Ice Tea Gaming? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Does very update change anything? I don't know. I don't think it does. The one thing I can say is the berries will work again. Because like the berries don't work if the clock's dry. But berries will work again. You want a shiny right now? Hopefully you can get one. Hopefully I can get one too. I would also enjoy a shiny right now if I could. Time to try and shiny hunt Giratina. Good luck, Ender Game. Good luck. Hopefully Giratina cooperates for you and doesn't end up going over odds like this Moltres has for me. Maybe you've asked the game nicely, just like, please game. It would be fantastic if you give me the shiny. I would be very appreciative. Hopefully you don't rage. Hopefully you don't rage indeed. That would be unfortunate. Once you fix the clock, is there still a shiny frame? And if so, how do you know it was an early frame? Once you fix the clock battery in Sapphire and Ruby and Sapphire, Emerald still would have the shiny frame thing. That's just because Emerald's actually messed up and always starts with the same fixed seed. But if your clock battery is not dry and you're playing in Ruby and Sapphire, there is no more like shiny frame. Or like no more fixed seed, always the same shiny frame. It'll act like any other game in the franchise if you fix the battery on that Sapphire cartridge. So how did you know it was an early frame? So for me, you don't know if it's an early frame until you get a Pokemon early. There's no way to tell until you have a shiny Pokemon that you caught in the game. There's no way to tell before that. So that's why if you go back and look at the Treecko hunt, I soft reset for 50 or so encounters after the first stream. The first stream I went for like 300 without resetting. But every like 50 soft resets, I completely reset the game. Like renamed myself, went through the whole thing, walked up to Birch over and over and over again. And that's how that one would go. Basically continuously resetting what that seed is. Or resetting the trainer ID, which plays into when shiny frames are. And that's how you had to do that one. While y'all are playing Pokemon, you just beat Lionel in Breath of the Wild. Nice. Nice. Emily, you posting that code? Alright. Awesome. You posted it twice, so let it be there. If someone claims it, they claim it. Otherwise, you still got a code. That's why shiny Pooch is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing just because like we could get a shiny Poochyena over and over again. It's unfortunate that the RNG for encounters is tied to that same seed. So, like, that shiny frame will always generate a shiny Poochyena in any grass patch that has Poochyenas. Other grass patches, it might be different. Like, it could generate other stuff. But, as it stands, that all the grass that we can get to in our shiny badge quest, that shiny frame will give us a shiny Poochyena, so I just have to work on finding other stuff, or other frames. Already got 2 Dialgas and 2 Palkias. Nice. Hope the Switch games get announced. I'm not sure they will. I'm not sure they will during the whole Pokemon Week thing. It's still just, it feels too early in the development cycle to get more than like a, don't worry, we're still working hard on it, and then a bunch of stuff about like other stuff in the Pokemon franchise. I'm not expecting much in terms of main RPG series. Where'd I find the new clock? Like, where'd I get the new battery? I just went to a store that sold batteries. You can look up what the specs of the battery are online, as well as if you open up the cartridge, there's a good chance that it's actually printed on the battery. What's up, Roman? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Is the 3DS closing and opening the game by itself? Till there's a shiny. What do you mean by that? Because I mean, I'm soft resetting it. Like, I'm hitting the buttons to soft reset. You're good? That's good to hear. Someone beat you to it, Vanillix? Some shinies are cool, but some are worse than their normal form. Yeah, that does happen from time to time. It is nice when like a shiny adds more to the Pokemon, like it makes it even better looking. But at the same time, not everything's gonna be fantastic. You know, that's just what happens. Sadness? Why is it sadness, Roman? What buttons are for soft reset? On the 3DS, it is the left trigger, the right trigger, so it's like both triggers and starter select. So it's like, I've got my thumb on select, and just like hit all the buttons at the same time, and it soft resets the game. I think the code becomes Dialga or Palkia depending on which one you can't get in your game. The lack of friendlies you have. Oh no. You got friends here, Roman. You got friends here. And alright guys, we got about 8 minutes left in the stream. So I'm hoping that Moltres will decide to play nice and shine for us here in the next few. Otherwise we'll just have to continue this hunt tomorrow. Yay, friendlies, indeed. Yep. Yeah, Sun and Ultra Sun are Palkia, and so Moon and Ultra Moon are Dialga. It's so cool to go back to your old Pokemon files and see all the Pokemon you had years ago. It is kind of cool to like go back and see that kind of stuff. What's up, Modest Suicune? Welcome back to the stream. Your friends get all your codes for you. You got the Marshadow and stuff from one of your friends. That's awesome. That is awesome. Another friendly joint indeed. Can't get it in Ultra Moon because you're trying to have Cobalion there. I mean, shouldn't you still be able to get it? Like, I guess you can't go back to it until... Like, you could collect the code, but it would just be waiting for you at the Pokemon Center until you went back there. And, fortunately, I cannot read all of that kanji, but thank you for the sub. Arigato. Yeah. I did not know all the characters for that, but thank you for the sub. Are you heading out? Alright, see you later, Kansas Man. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate it. Gotta go. You say I'm friendly. You are a friendly. See you later, Roman. Goodbye, friendling. You got 4 Marshadow codes when they came out with 2 different GameStops in your head, and you both got one. Nice. The GameStop I went to handed out 2 to anyone who wanted them, just because like you could have Sun and Moon. But yeah, you would have had to like go to different ones to get more than that, I think. See you later, Roman. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. What's up, Gladion Aether? Welcome to the stream. You probably don't remember who you are, but you're a meme lord, Gladion. I do remember you. Welcome back, man. How have you been? It's been a while. It has been a while. How are you doing? You went to GameStop, got one, came back, and there's a different cashier and got a second code. Well, there you go. There you go. That works. Yeah, Gladion, how have you been, man? It's been a while. Friend told you the guy at GameStop asked if you had both games. He said yes and got 2 codes. You only had 1, and that's how you got all your codes. Well, there you go. Yeah, see, like, they don't really care. They're basically, you know, they can give out 2 to a person just because, like, they're supposed to be giving out 1 for every game. And if you bought multiple games, you can get multiple codes. Lucameme and Mimi. I do remember you mentioning Lucameme a bunch. Am I playing other games? What do you mean by that, King of Games? Like, currently am I playing other stuff? And I play Mario Odyssey a lot on the side and all that. I played it on Twitch Friday night, I want to say. Not many people showed up just because I played it an awkward time to play. But I play a few games outside of Pokemon, but Pokemon's the main game I play a lot of. Type meme, Neb meme. All the memes. They give you 6 sometimes. I mean, you could theoretically have that many copies of the game. The people at GameStop don't care as long as you don't say, give me every single one you have. You know? As long as, if it's less than 10, I can imagine they just kind of shrug it off, like, whatever. Any more than that, they don't want people, like, holding them hostage and giving them away some other way. What's up, Yoshimania Broshidosher? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Alright, guys, we got about 2 minutes left. We'll probably go, we'll just go to 1470 here to wrap up. Hopefully one of them will end up being a shiny and we can have the stream go on for a few extra minutes. But, I don't know. We got 3 more encounters for the day. Is your favorite risky game Russian roulette? Oh boy. Game to the point where you're using puns with my favorite Pokemon. I don't know, it might just have to be, just for that game. I mean, here we go. You got 6 more codes, but only 2 could be used. Yeah, I mean, because you can't add multiple into the same game. Rishi meme. Every Pokemon just has a meme name. Alright guys, this is our last encounter for the night. So let's see, can we get lucky? Can we end the stream with a shiny? Only one way to find out here. So let's go. Let's go. And unfortunately guys, we were unable to get another shiny today. So we're just gonna have to continue with this hunt again tomorrow. Hopefully it shows up soon. So I just want to say, as always, thank you to everyone that tuned into the stream, anyone that liked, anyone that subscribed, and a massive thank you to Modest Suicune, our newest sponsor, as well as donating $5 to Super Chat today, which is super awesome of him. And yeah, so, yeah, like I say, as always, thank you to everyone in chat. You guys keep the streams really entertaining, and I will see you all again next time, and until then, take care.